With 2 days left before early voting in Ohio, the state's candidates for governor facing off for a third and final time. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Mark Taylor.
I'm Colleen Marshall. The pair sparring over issues at Cleveland State University tonight. Republican Mike DeWine and Democrat Richard Cordray are in a dead heat in the race to be Ohio's new governor. You're hearing the issues and the accusations in campaign ads. Tonight, they each tried to set the record straight. Mike DeWine says his position on insurance coverage for pre-existing conditions has been misrepresented.
Not once, not twice, not three times, 7 different times I voted in favor of covering pre-existing when I was in the United States Congress.
But Richard Cordray says the only law passed to protect pre-existing conditions was the Affordable Care Act.
Ever since, Mike DeWine has been flatly opposed to it. On his first day in office, he filed a lawsuit to set it aside in its entirety. If he'd had his way, people in Ohio, 4.8 million Ohioans with pre-existing conditions, would not have protection today.
Their views differ on police relations with Ohio's minority communities.
When the Tamir Rice tragedy occurred in Cleveland, Mike DeWine's response was to say we need more police training. But what has he done? You know how much police training they're paying for this year in the Attorney General's office? 0 hours.
But DeWine says after the Rice shooting, he formed a citizens task force.
They came back with some amazing recommendations that we have implemented and are now part of the core curriculum. Things such as how you determine if someone is autistic, someone might have a mental health problem. That's a life and death thing. We are teaching that now. Implicit bias, something that every police officer should understand what their biases are.
The two are starkly different on issue 1, to lower prison terms for people convicted of nonviolent drug possession.
Issue 1, which he supports, and he's Richard, you're very lonely out there. There's hardly anybody else out there besides you. It will cause more fentanyl to come into the state of Ohio. In Ohio, it will become, for under 20 grams, it will be a misdemeanor with no jail time at all.
Fentanyl has exploded on your watch. The Substance Abuse Monitoring Network report said law enforcement reports that drug cartels have flooded our state with fentanyl over the last several years. On your watch. Fentanyl deaths went from 70 a year, understand this, from 70 a year to 3,431 last year.